Nagsisimula ang APEC Summit na kuha na ng Pangulo ang atensyon ng mga negosyante. Doon ipinakilala ang Pangulo bilang pinuno ng bansang itinuturing na rising economy star sa Asia. Narito ang report.
Bago pa man magsimula ang formal na pagsasalita ni Pangulong Aquino sa harap ng mga pangunahing negosyante ng Asia-Pasipiko, nakuha na niya agad ang atensyon ng mga naroon.
I'm sure you know that you have a hard act to follow after the beautiful Miss Philippines was crowned Miss World here in Bali a few days ago. Thank you.
Ipinakilala ang Pangulo sa APEC CEO Summit bilang leader ng bansang isa sa rising economy star in Asia. Ang naging paksa nila ni Peru President Ollanta Humala, inclusive growth. Inilahad ni Pangulong Aquino ang mga ipinatutupad na programa ng gobyerno gaya ng conditional cash transfer na pinalawig na hanggang high school at ang pagpasa sa Kongreso ng Responsible Parenthood Bill at Sin Tax Reform Act.
The question of inclusiveness is one that strikes at the very essence of growth. Do we define growth as the mere amassing of wealth, the mere swelling of the gross national product regardless of who benefits? Or do we decide and abide by the principle that the strength of nation lies in its people, that the fair and just way forward, indeed the only way forward, is for government to ensure that the system allows for equitability, where every citizen, regardless of status of birth or personal network or circumstances, is allowed the opportunity to shape his destiny through his own ability.
Nang dumating na ang pagtatanong ng mga negosyante, may nagtanong sa kanya tungkol sa di pagdalo ni US President Barack Obama.
I think I'll have to agree that President Obama has to attend to the government shutdown. The US economy is the #1 economy in the world. What happens there affects all of us. And there are various estimates of how much losses conceivably can happen for both the American economy and the economy. The world economy obviously is not in a position to withstand too much shocks at this point in time. We are just recovering as a global economy. So we perfectly sympathize. The Secretary of State is present, representing him. President Obama called us up. He's supposed to visit Manila after all of these trips in the region. He explained why he couldn't do it, and fortunately I was in America in one of these government shutdowns where I had my father to explain what that means precisely. So we perfectly understand the situation. Stability in their economy promotes stability for the rest of the world's economy, and that is something we need if we are to make a better life for all of our people.
Isang Taiwanese naman ang pumuri sa magandang takbo ng ekonomiya ng Pilipinas at nagtanong sa Pangulo kung paano niya matitiyak na magpapatuloy ito.
If you could seek a second term, would you be setting yourself to do so?
Probably not. But perhaps I'll try to answer in about a minute or so. Where does that provision come from? We had the president who got first elected in 1965, got re-elected in 1969, and decided to stay until 1986. And our constitution limited terms to 2 4-year terms. What is the best reason for a one-term presidency? There are decisions, especially for an emerging economy like ours, an emerging country like ours, that may not be politically, so to say, palatable or politically correct. Now, you can make an unpopular decision right now, but it's necessary for the future good. And you are not worried about the next election. Whereas if you are concerned about the next term, everything you do has to be in the backdrop of how to secure your next years in office, which probably will be such a temptation to any leader to try and please the people all the time, regardless of whether or not it is good. Beyond 2016, the belief is if our people are so used to this type of governance, then whoever will portray themselves or will be believed as continuing the policies we have set will be the one to get into office. So at the end of the day, our mantra is the bosses ultimately are our people, and they will decide and they will choose the person and the entity that will hopefully continue the policies that we have instituted.